Hey y'all, it's Morgan. Uh, I've been over here on Cyrene grinding out these missions and such, and on several of them, you have to run all over the place looking for the mob that you want, the maturity that you want, and I felt that there's probably some of y'all that are doing the same thing. And after all the years that I've been in the game and on this planet, I never checked these things out, but let me show you something you can do if you're into the grind, uh, or you may have a certain mob that you like. It may have a loot that you want to get. Well, I can't guarantee that you're going to get the loot you're looking for, but I can show you where a couple of these mobs are that are sort of popular in the missions. Right now, we're looking at the weak paneleons. There are some noob missions that involve these things. And how many of y'all have been out here and to the rookie training area sweating these things and then either killing them or running them into the water over here? I know I have. It is a pain in the butt, and sometimes you run into people that are shooting each other's mobs. I'm going to be charitable and say that it was an honest mistake, but it happens, and sometimes it gets pretty busy out here, and the sweaters are within the aggro of each other's mobs, and sometimes the mobs wander, and it just kind of sucks. So I found an alternative to this, and I'm going to show you what it is. We're going to take a drive around here. Go through the gate here. And we have a weak paneleon hunter's cavern. Let's check it out. I've seen these things for the longest time and I just ran right by them. It takes you to your own private instance. Up here, we will find a Hunter's Cavern guide. He may or may not tell you anything. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with him. But there is a repair NPC. Takes the place of a repair terminal, and then also they have a trainer, and he's got all the things that a trade terminal would have. So you run up these stairs, and you reach another level. And you come up on this thing. So we're going to play. Get the jump. and you come in for a safe landing. So we swim to the top and turn north. North is where all the action is. Now I'm going to share with y'all that I have had a problem getting out of this water. For some reason I get stuck on these rocks, except for this right here. This is what we see. Let me take this off so we can see a little better. There, unobstructed view. We have a cavern, and it's got nice, evenly spaced out weak paneleons. And one of the nice things about this setup is you can walk right up to these suckers and they'll turn and look at you, but till you do them damage, that's all they're going to do is look at you. Oops, I proved myself wrong. I'm sorry, buddy. Let me see what what do I have to use that. Sorry, pal. That's too slow. There we go. And it's auto loot. You don't have to worry about having to run up on these things and actually loot them. The game will do it for you. And that these things won't mob you. I had a mission that I was doing where I had to sweat and kill just buku of these things, and it was taking forever up on the surface. And you know, excuse me, like I said, you know, there are people that sometimes shoot the mob that you're trying to get, or your mob gets drawn away, or others will come to pester you while you're working on your particular mob. Down here there's none of that. You can sit here, sweat that sucker, shoot him. These other guys aren't going to pay you a bit of attention, and they'll spawn right back up. When they spawn, they may spawn right or almost right alongside you, and it'll just sit there. It won't do anything. In order to get out of this hunter's wonderland, there's a building right in the middle. You run into it, step into the light. Once you're inside the circle, Viola, the trick she has done. Sometimes it's a little, come on. me see if I can. There we go. Sometimes if you get stuck like that, you can just spawn a vehicle, hop in it, and then you're able to go. So that's for the rookie hunters. You can sit down there and grind to your heart's content. And I might add that that is your hunting ground. Nobody else is going to TP in. That is yours. The next place that we're going to go is ARC headquarters. We got a nice little setup here. What we're going to do we're going to come around, run up this ramp, and they make it real easy for you. We're going to be right here at the head of the ramp. No, we're not. We're over here. Now we're cooking. We've got 3 options. We have a low-level paneleon hunt. We have a mid-level tide claw, or a high-end Zeladoth. Let's begin at the bottom. We're going to see the same thing. We've got the same setup there. And let me turn this off for a second. We'll get back over here. Sound. We'll turn up the music. I just want to share this with you. And it might not do it since I'm wanting to show it off. There you go. Well, let's go. All right. And again, we're going to go north. Yeah, nothing says hunting more than, I guess it might be techno, it might be disco, but paneleons. Again, they're semi-evenly spaced out. Lots of room. In this one, you're going to find young to providers. And again, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, except that the fish will come try to bite you on the ass. But you can pick and choose from what you want. Sometimes it's not easy to find the old paneleons. You come down here and you just kind of look around. There's an old down there, old there, old there. Yeah, you just look and then you'll find. And again, it's auto loot. Nobody's going to come down here to bug you. It's all urine, as they say. And like the other, step into the light. Cyrene music, you gotta love it. That's a lie. You don't have to love it, you don't even have to listen to it. I don't say that this is any better, but it's not near as irritating as that other stuff. It's irritating in a different way, but we'll look at door number 2, mid-level tide claws. One thing I need to warn you about is once you get down on the floor, you can't get back up here. So if you don't have enough ammo, you're going to have to exit and get your supplies, whatever they are. You know, if your gun dies, or like I said, you're out of ammo, you know, for whatever reason you have to leave. Once you're out, you come back and it starts a whole new instance, as I understand it. If you get killed mid-mob and you're sent out, when you come back, I don't believe that mob is still here. I could very well be wrong, but I know that I ran out of ammo. Since you came in down a hole, there's no way to get back out of that hole. Where's north? North is this way. You just swim around this little bush. And there's our stairs right there. Come on, let's go. Here we are. Mid-level tide claws. They've got from provider to guardian. No, I'm sorry. Provider to dominant. And again, you can walk amongst them. You can look at him and see, is that the one I want to kill? He looks kind of tough. And as I said before, they're self-looting. once they begin to respawn, they may respawn right alongside you as you're working on another mob. But they don't seem to aggro you, even though they spawn right next to you. And that's the nice thing about this stuff. You're not going to get swarmed. There's nothing worse than being out on a hunt and you get trapped in a swarm of mobs. So that's door number 2. It's a peppy little tune, isn't it? Makes you want to just get up and dance. Okay, door number 3. High-level Zeladoth. And you go down. And we're back in the pool. We'll find north. Alright, there's north. There's our little step. Zeladoth Heaven. If high-level Zeladoth is your idea of a good time, this is the promised land. You've got from Z, I think that's how it's pronounced, XI, as opposed to Roman numeral 11, to Rho. There's a Rho there, 121. Omicron's 104. Where's a Z? Let's see. Omicron, Rho, Z 69. So sigmas are 184. So I guess sigma's the highest in here. Sigma wins. Again, they'll look at you, but as long as you don't invade their space, as long as you're polite, don't make eye contact, you're safe. And as usual, you can sit here and plug these guys and they're not going to mob you. You know, you're not going to have something aggro on you. I hear the lights outside. And then we come in here. I suspect that when we were in the mid-level, we materialized here. So Anyway, for those of you that knew about this place, you might have known that they were here, but you never looked inside to see exactly what it was. I hope you found something informative about it. Maybe it has emboldened you to go in and give it a shot. The one for the low level is especially helpful for the lower level people because it can get pretty busy out there on the beach. The only downside to these caverns is that there's no distractions. You're down there in a big old hall, you and the mob, and you're just grinding away. So, on the other hand, if after a mob you need to stop and go refill your iced tea or whatever you got, need to make a phone call, you can walk away and nothing's going to walk up on you, and when you come back you find that you're at a revived terminal. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody out. I know I was really glad to finally check it out because it's pretty useful when you have to kill 100 or 1,000 or 500, how many ever you have to wade through. At least you're not, bothered by other maturities that are just getting in your way and using ammo that doesn't need to be spent on extraneous mobs. So anyhow, we'll check you guys next time. Y'all take care. Bye.